Gravity Falls is mostly considered a kids show, but there are random times where everything just gets dark, especially during season 2. Today we're going to be going over the most messed up storyline in the entire show, and while there are quite a few examples, only one will be focused on for this video. If I wanted to go the obvious route, I would talk about Weirdmageddon and how Bill Cipher the Triangle Demon took over everything, but you know, that's a little too predictable. Instead, let's talk about one of the less noticed very dark episodes, Northwest Mansion Mystery. In this episode, Pacifica enlists Dipper's help to rid the Northwest Mansion of a ghost before he wreaks havoc on her fancy party. It sounds like a fun Gravity Falls episode that could end up being something wacky like Ghostbusters, right? Dipper on the search for a ghost could go a different number of ways, but what actually happened in Northwest Mansion Mystery was unexpected, to say the least. The star of this storyline is obviously the lumberjack ghost himself, who is literal nightmare fuel, just flying around and scaring everyone, having a great time. His design is already terrifying, especially the axe that's placed directly in his head, still there from his unfortunate death many years ago. Also, what was with his introduction? If you don't remember, there were animals on the wall bleeding as some kind of ominous chant was repeated. It was some dark stuff that you really wouldn't expect to appear in a kids cartoon on Disney XD. This wasn't ketchup or anything dumb like that, it was seriously just blood dripping from the eyes and mouths of these animal heads. Now, when the lumberjack ghost spawns back into the real world after being dead for a while, Dipper looks into his journal to see what he could possibly do to fight back, since the journal almost always has the answer to everything he needs to know. But the only advice here is to pray for mercy, and that's a little disturbing. Dipper has no idea what to do or how to save the day here, especially because he's up against an enemy unlike everything he's faced before. The lumberjack's main goal during the course of this episode is to turn people into wood and then set the mansion on fire so everyone dies. Yep. This is still a Disney XD show. Haha, Dipper is turned into wood in the same exact pose that the shapeshifter showed him in Into the Bunker, which was pretty spooky. If you thought things couldn't get any worse, you'd be wrong. At some point in Northwest Mansion Mystery, there's a flashback scene of how exactly this guy died, and we just see an axe flying into his head from his point of view. While it doesn't show any actual human blood here because that certainly wouldn't get past Disney's censors, the fact that we are seeing a person's death in this kid's cartoon is surprising. Watching this flashback, you'd initially think that it's just showing why exactly the lumberjack is trying to get revenge on everyone, but then the axe just swoops in and oopsie whoopsie, he's dead. He's literally just dead. Overall, the entire tone of this episode just feels a lot spookier than the typical Gravity Falls storyline. When you're dealing with a ghost who wants revenge and the deaths of so many people at a mansion, things are not going to be pretty. Plus, the added suspense of Dipper and Pacifica exploring the mansion while also being hunted by a killer ghost just made the stakes really high. But seriously, it feels like some of these scenes wouldn't normally get past the censors, like the animal heads oozing with blood, but this is Gravity Falls where anything can happen. There were some seriously dark storylines besides Northwest Mansion Mystery, but people seem to skip over this one because they focus too much on Weirdmageddon or something. Rewatch this killer ghost episode and you'll see just how dark Gravity Falls can get. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.